So Marvel Tokon has been out for about a month now, and I figured it's finally time that I give my thoughts on this game. Firstly, of course, let's get all of the glaze out of the way. Firstly, I would like to say I have had an absolute blast playing this damn game. It is not even funny, the amount of time that I've already put in and the fun that I'm having. Now, admittedly, I have not been a very good player when it comes to tag fighters. Those were 2D fighters were always like most of my bread and butter, you know, just the 1v1 joint going against each other. Tag fighters were never my bread and butter, but I always enjoyed them. I loved Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3, even 2XKO that came out. I've loved, even though I haven't been that great at them, I have just grown a love for tag fighters, although I wasn't that great. And one of the things that was kind of a little bit of a learning curve for me was I went into this game expecting this to be Marvel versus like Capcom, really, because it's Marvel characters. Now, you might be asking me, Six, why would you think that this is by Arc Systems? People made Dragon Ball Fighters and Guilty Gear. Let me just stop you all right there. I never played Dragon Ball Fighters, and I never really cared about Guilty Gear. I know I haven't played either of those games. I just don't really care about them like that. That's why I thought that. But I had to jump in this game and learn that this game plays at a different pace, it's a different play style, and I'm just gonna have to get used to it, which I have by now. Also, in the betas, I didn't really think in the betas that the assists that you pick in the game had really like much bearing. I feel like you could just throw any assist to character. Basically, I thought that your assists don't matter. Now that I've actually played a lot more of this game, your assists definitely do matter, like 100%. Or rather, that it doesn't matter as much what assists you have, but where you have them ordered, I feel like definitely matters more than specifically what supports that you have. Because where you have them placed out in the different slots, whether you have them on I think it's assault or vertical, where you have them placed out in the game just opens up way more combo routes and just a whole different play style for your character in general. Different combo routes and for how long you can extend your combos as well. And I know this is just classic Arc Systems, but their game looks amazing. Marvel Tokon is one of the best looking tag fighters I have seen in a long time. That game is absolutely beautiful. I don't know what they be cooking up with the design team over Arc Studios, but that is really beautiful. I love it. Also, soundtrack. Each character's personalized stage theme in this game is absolutely amazing. When it comes to fighting games, that especially tag fighters, because I hold them one for one, synonymous. When I think of soundtracks for tag fighters, I instantly think of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That honestly has probably top 2 best soundtrack that I've ever heard in for a tag fighter. But since I'm a big fan of like soundtracks and fighting games, I think it is imperative that every fighting game has an amazing soundtrack. I don't know what that does, but that just adds a little cherry on top, especially if your game is already good. If you already have great gameplay, the graphics and everything looks good, the cherry on top is the soundtrack in the game, which I think that Marvel Tokon nails and just hits it out of the park with it. I love it. Supers look amazing. The characters' designs look amazing. Everything aesthetically about this game looks absolutely beautiful. Everything aesthetically looks good. For the gameplay, I think it's pretty good with a few tweaks we're gonna get into in a moment, but everything aesthetically looks great about this game. There's not a thing I wouldn't change about this game aesthetically. Now to my critiques of this game. Hitboxes in this game are a little bit on the atrocious side. I think hitboxes do need to be tightened just a little bit, man. There's no reason that you can be right above a character's head, and this character, and he throws out like a light, a medium, a heavy, whatever. In no way, shape, or form is this hit connecting with the person. The person is right above him, and the person's doing like this. And it's still connecting, allowing you to get a full combo. And what can you do? Even if the person starts to go up in the air just a little bit to get out of your reach, as long as you hit that one hit, you can just jump up in the air, do your air dashes, and then continue the combo. I think that hitboxes need to be tweaked a little bit. Another thing about the hitboxes is that huge launcher that you do when a character's coming down out of the air and you do that big launcher, you both jump up in the air, yeah. Sometimes I have jumped and did an air dash behind the person. I am already on the floor. My feet have been planted on the floor, and somehow they will still catch me and will do. I'm nowhere in front of this character at all that's launching me in the air. I will be all the way on the other side of them and I'll get launched in the air. Now, admit it, I don't know if that is a hitbox problem or if that is a ping issue or connectivity problem. I don't know, but if that is a hitbox problem, that needs to be tweaked incredibly. There's no telling how many times I have lost the game because I was behind a person, they did their uppercut launch, and we're both going flopping there after I'm behind them. That needs to get tweaked. Another thing that is a little bit of a critique for me, but maybe not really anymore since I've kind of gotten used to it, I did not like at first that you did not have all of your assists at one time. I was definitely one of the people at first saying that this definitely could have been a single player game, which I still feel that. I still think that this does not need to be a tag fighter. This would definitely just be a one-on-one fight, especially since you are given pretty good range to do what you want without calling your assists. Like, you can do pretty good damage in this game without calling your assists. You don't have to use your assists at all. But you can get all of your assists in the first round of the game by either doing wall bounces or stage transitions. So it hasn't been too much of a strain on the gameplay for me. I've gotten used to it, but in the beginning of the game, I thought that was a little whack. I thought just give them to me all at once, but it does allow you to do more unsafe things, I would say, if you want more assists. Like if you're going against a zoner in this game, and if that zoner wants to have more assists, then he actually has to get in and get dirty and start fighting with it. He can't just stand full screen and just start zoning. No, he has to get in and he has to fight with you. And you also get assists by losing as well. So not a huge critique, but a little one. Another critique for me is that the assist calling in this game can be a little bit hit or miss for me. There are times where I'm in a mid combo and I'm spamming the button for my assist to come out, and then I'm just standing there like what are we doing? My assist just doesn't come out sometimes. Now, to the game's credit, it is pretty good with for the most part the assist coming out when you call it, but there has been sometimes when like I said, I'm spamming the assist to come out, and I just end up standing there like an idiot, and then I just end up getting punished. And also, to the people complaining that there is not a lot of mix in this game like there is in MVC, I would disagree with that strictly because I feel like your mix comes from switching to your assists mid-round. Like that little part where you call your assists and you have a split second to switch to them, that can lead to some heavy damage with a lot of, there's a lot of open opportunity for some mix there. I feel like, and that's the reason why people should learn their assists while also knowing like their main character. I feel like that's also good to know your assists, because that split second that your assist stays in game that allows you to switch to them, that's what leads to big damage, is by you knowing your assist character on top of your main character, even if you're not going to plan to use them that much. Also, hot take maybe, I don't think you should be getting 3 crossover reflex in this damn game. I'm sorry, I don't think you should be getting 3. I think that is a move that is a crutch in a lot of situations, and people are relying on that a little bit too heavily. If you ask me, I think that is something that should be limited to like 1 per round. Have it maybe be 1 per round, but it not use a bar so you can't call it an assist no more. I think that would be a fair trade-off. If you could use the crossover reflect once per round and not have it use a meter bar for your assist, I think that would be good. But as far as now, I think having three is way too much, and people are just using it as a get out of jail free card. I think that needs to be fixed. And for my last final kind of critique, but really not really, I don't know how much staying power that this game is going to have. This is something I was worried about before the game even came out, especially with this game being a PlayStation exclusive, which I think is very dumb. I don't think any fighting game should be a play or an exclusive on any console. I feel like they should be in the same vein of the 2K, the sports games, and like the Call of Duties. I feel like those should be console-wide accessible to players. I don't know why that is an exclusive, but also PlayStation having the bright idea to restrict this game in several different countries. I don't know why. It feels like it's partly that they wanted to kill the game before the game even came out. Now, granted, it is a Marvel game, so it does have the benefit of having ties with the Marvel IP. But of course, it is too short to tell. I think we have to at least give it a year to see. Well, I'll come back in a year to see if my statement. Let's see at the next Evo how it's looking at the next Evo when it comes to this game's staying power. If I had to give it my final rating, I think I would give it like an 8.5 8.5 out of 10. I think a few things are holding it back from being a 9, maybe even higher. But as far as this is a pretty solid game all around. There's not really too many problems, which I'm glad that the PC players finally got their fix, which I am happy that Arc System addressed that situation pretty quickly when it came to the bugs and problems with it being placed on PC. But all in all, I'm excited for what the future holds for Marvel Tokon, all the DLC characters, it in tournaments. I can't wait to see more tournaments about this game. I think it's a pretty great game, pretty good game. Few things are holding it back from being like great, I think, but I think this is a really good tag fighter, and I have been really enjoying it. I have enjoyed my experience with this game. But that's going to be it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know down below in the comments, what are your thoughts on Marvel Tokon? I appreciate each and every single one of you for watching this video, and I will catch you all in the next one. All right, peace.